We are here again. But I'm glad you did not.
No!
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, what's up?
How you guys doing, man? You know, we're back as the Cineverse crew, and yes, today we're going to be talking Game of Thrones. I mean, come on. It's 2019.
Yep.
Game of Thrones season is going to be back, and you know, everybody's anticipating Game of Thrones so badly. Like, come on. I mean, we have to talk about it. Now, in the last episode, we actually brought you the trailer, the last trailer, the final trailer from HBO for the Game of Thrones. Now we're going to, you know, delve a little bit deeper into the trailer. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, come on, who doesn't like? Okay, fine, it's no longer a surprise because you know we got the trailer already. But there's some, you know, hidden messages that they haven't really told everybody.
Exactly.
So we're drawing our own conclusions, and hopefully we get to see it in the real thing. So yeah.
So now let's get straight into it. We're going to be talking about, first of all, when the trailer starts. One thing I noticed was the fact that the trailer was shot in the crypts of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Winterfell is actually the homeland of the Starks. Mm-hmm. And the crypts of Winterfell is where all the statues of their dead, are actually like the notable ones or the important ones at least, the statues are put in the crypts of Winterfell as a sort of, you know, tomb or memorial ground or something. Now, it was shot in the crypts of Winterfell, which sort of gives the theme that, you know, there's going to be a lot of...
As in, I was actually going to go on, you know, but...
A lot of...
But the fact that we actually saw Jon Snow, Sansa, and Arya in that crypt kind of gives the depiction of, okay, somebody's going to die, like some people are going to die.
We just don't know who.
We just don't know who, and we just don't know when.
Yeah, we don't know who, but
and we know there's a big, great war coming.
Like 18. Before we even get to the war, let's talk the crypt first. Now, the whole crypt depicts some sort of death. But aside from that, I also noticed that, you know, each character... Because, okay, first of all, there were only 3 characters in this trailer.
Yeah.
Jon Snow, Sansa Stark,
and
Arya Stark. In fact, I don't know what I should call Jon Snow. Is it Jon Snow or Jon Stark or Jon Targaryen?
Anyway,
I'm confused.
Just leave him as Snow.
Like,
so
okay,
he's in the middle.
We all fell in love with Snow, so hey, Jon Snow. Now, they all walked in from different directions into the part of the trailer. Now, I think that, you know, that sort of depicts the fact that, you know, they are all going to walk their separate paths, but end up in the same place.
So, practically have a family affair.
Exactly. Like it's a family something. You understand? It's a family affair. You get? So, yeah, that's what I see. Or that's what I saw when I saw that part of the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, come on, they all have their own, let me use the word avatars, because Arya is seen as the real, or should I say, the lone wolf. And, you know, Jon Snow has his own has a lion and something. Bran has his own has the three-eyed raven. So I'm sure everybody has their own parts to play then. At the end of the day, they all find a common consensus or something. So,
exactly. That's actually really dope, though. Now, speaking of Jon Snow, a few other things that we noticed in the trailer. Now, first of all, the fact that all of them, they were walking from different parts of the tunnel, but they all seemed to walk past one statue or the other. Now, first statue is Jon Snow walking past Lyanna Stark. Now, for those of you that don't know, Lyanna Stark is Jon Snow's biological mother.
Yep.
Like his real original momsy, as in it's not adoption.
Mama.
Like my mama.
It's okay. They get it.
Alright, so Lyanna Stark is Jon Snow's original mom. And as he walks past the statue, he hears a whisper. Now, the whisper was actually the last words she said to her brother as at when giving birth to Jon Snow.
And that was to take care of Jon Snow.
Take care of Jon Snow. And I think at that point, that was when Ned Stark decided to keep Jon Snow's lineage a secret from him.
Exactly.
I don't know why.
We'll know that Lyanna Stark and... You know, that other guy had Jon Snow.
That blonde dude, Rhaegar Targaryen,
fine boy. I like to call him that other guy.
Really, other guy? Okay.
Yeah, other guy.
Okay, so we know that, you know, the love was actually, because the initial thing was that Rhaegar kidnapped Lyanna, but apparently in season 7, they showed us they were in love. In the final episode, Bran, the Three-Eyed Raven, revealed to us that they were actually in love and they actually got married. So Jon is not only the biological son, he's also not a bastard.
Yeah, he's from 2 ruling lines, from Stark and Targaryen. Exactly. And it's kind of like a direct descendant of the Mad King, as they call him. So,
So, I mean...
That's claimed on both roads. That guy is awesome.
See,
only you.
You know, he reminds you of Joseph here. Joseph was supposed to be king since, but he had to go through all the story
Let's come back
together.
To our
Well, okay, let's come back. All right, Jon Snow. Now, after that part, we also have Arya Stark. Now, Arya Stark walks past the statue of her mother, Kathleen Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, did I say Kathleen Snow? Sorry, Kathleen Stark. Kathleen Stark. No.
I like that word, Snow.
That's it.
I'm suspecting this guy, but no worries. It's okay, thank you.
All right, so she walks past Kathleen Stark, and she also hears a whisper. Now, the whisper was Kathleen Stark saying the fact that all the chaos that came upon their family was because she couldn't love a motherless child.
Yeah, child. Not a boy.
That was deep.
That. I think she just realized that, okay, fine, a lot of things could have been avoided if she had just played the part of a mother. But hey, we understood where she was coming from. She thought that Ned had an illegitimate son. So yes, we understand where pain was coming from.
Yep.
To an extent. So yeah.
But then again, we're not really sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing or whatever, because
we do not know.
According to her, when Jon Snow was a child, when he was a baby, he came down with, I think, chickenpox or something, and she prayed to the gods to spare his life. Now, the gods agreed because she also said that she was going to take care of him and, treat him as a son, because initially she wanted Jon Snow dead. But after praying to the gods and everything, because she felt bad,
they brought him back.
She said, I'll take care of him, I'll treat him like a son, I'll be his mother and all of that. And then they spared his life, and she did not do any of her promises. She didn't keep any of her promises, and all the bullshit started to happen.
Until she died, she never really knew the origins of Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So now all three of them that were also shown in the trailer actually looked a bit older. It looked older than they actually were.
Yes, I noticed that, because by the time they all converge, they converge in front of statues of themselves.
Yeah. So.
And the statues actually looked older, like older versions
of themselves.
Of them. So when you see that, you sort of think that, okay, because I think whenever they create a statue of you, they create a statue of you as you are.
As you are.
So for the fact that the statues are older versions, it sort of speaks to the fact that they may survive the war.
No, actually three things. They may survive the war and live that long, or
they may fight. The war may last that long, and they may grow old during the war.
So I'm thinking, but you never can tell.
We don't know which one is going to be yet, but hey, and from Jon Snow's statue, he looked a bit more regal in his statue than he had. So he may have ascended He may have ascended the throne and all of that. And Arya looked more combat ready, so she may become some sort of general or something in his army, or a knight or whatever.
I actually need a sword to really show.
Really?
I really kind of love that girl.
No, we don't need you to be violent on the show, please. I still like my life. Thank you very much.
Okay,
so,
moving on.
That's what we saw. Then finally, one thing we noticed was at the part where Jon Snow walks past Lyanna Stark's statue, there's a feather in her hand. And the feather just flies off her hand and flutters to the ground.
That's English. You said flutters.
Yes, it flutters to the ground.
Okay.
Now, this feather, we've seen this feather in a couple of other seasons before.
Yeah.
Now, in season 1, it was this feather that the Baratheon placed on Lyanna Stark's statue as a token of his love.
Yeah.
Now, in the season after that, the feather had blown to the ground.
And
Sansa picked it up and put it back. Then, when Jon Snow finally walks past, the feather falls down again. Now, we don't exactly know what that means. What I think it means is the fact that, the feather wasn't really a token of love, because Lyanna never really loved Baratheon, so...
Well, I'm just thinking, and I'm hoping that actually shows us Jon Snow's true origin, so that everything can go to hell.
I mean, right? Right? But now, the reason I brought up the feather in the first place, the feather is on the ground, and ice starts to overtake the crypt from the outside in. Now they can feel the cold, they can feel the chill in the air.
It seems they're prepared.
And they can see, and they just turn and they all swords out, ching,
really
Jon Snow brings out his white wolf sword, and Arya brings out Needle.
I think I've watched too much
and they're all ready, who the fuck who wants to come.
Practically ready for what is coming.
They're battle ready, and they're ready to tackle whatever comes on. So now I think first of all that speaks to the fact that the White Walkers are going to get to Winterfell.
Yeah.
It's not even an if or a maybe. They're going to get to Winterfell. They've already started their march inwards into the kingdoms. So they're probably going to hit Winterfell, and they're going to hit King's Landing. Yeah. They're going to hit, all the other houses and all of that. So
get ready. There will be blood.
A lot of blood. Like, I feel there's going to be so much blood. Like, the blood is going to be more than all the last 7 episodes.
Yeah, dude. Thank you very much.
Combined.
Thank you.
And I don't know why I'm so excited. There's going to be so much blood.
Thank you.
But hey, okay, fine. But anyways, that's what we, noted from the trailer. You guys should watch out. Game of Thrones is coming. And yes, we're going to get, the only sad thing from all of this is that this is the final season of Game of Thrones. And I guess we knew 2 years ago that it was the final season.
Okay, stop that, because I already did that and I'm not about to do that again.
Also, man, we need to mention this for all the awesomeness that Game of Thrones has brought us. Shout out to George R.R. Martin, the original writer of the Game of Thrones books. I've been a big fan. I followed all the books, even all the series, and it's...
Really? I feel he's tooting his own horn. But before he does that, let's also give a very, very, very big appreciation to David Benoff and D.B. Weiss.
Yes,
I think it's Weiss or Weiss.
I'm not sure. I think it's Weiss. Weiss, yes.
They understand. Exactly. Those guys, I don't know, the way all the characters, the way the scenes, the way the books actually integrate into the seasons in themselves.
It's too mind-blowing.
I don't know what to say.
And to the cast and crew, man, for being able to top every season. Like, from season 1, it only got better.
From season 1 down to season 7, there's always been a very, very high level of anticipation because of the way that we're run. What's that?
Shout out to their PR team. Yo! Their PR team, their public relations and marketing team. You guys can market for Africa. See, I can give you guys...
you can market for Africa because...
boxers and you will market it to the world. And market in Korean.
Seriously.
I have to speak here about...
Seriously, Game of Thrones is not only widely acclaimed, but sincerely speaking, is widely watched. Like, it has a very, very
worldwide. And with every single season, the viewer rating got higher and higher and higher. And I mean, come on, there's a reason why they are the highest paid actors in a TV
And I remember when season 7 came out. I mean, see, I was hearing it like everywhere.
Like, I was seeing billboards
everywhere,
and the ones on the on TVs, on all the satellite television, DSTV, GoTV, Star Times, all of, like, there were so many adverts, and Instagram did not let me hear a word.
But all
sponsored adverts and everything was awesome, man. Thank you guys. Like,
thumbs up. Yes, that's the word. Big thumbs up to you guys, and a big thank you for bringing us entertainment.
You were amazing.
In form of Game of Thrones. So thank you guys so much.
But that's about all that we can take for today.
We're done.
We're done. It's a wrap.
So we see you guys later. You can like our videos. You can subscribe. You can follow us on any of our social media
pages. Drop a comment. Let us know what's up.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well. At CameraBoy.tv.
Especially YouTube.
Drop your comments, subscribe to the
channel. Click on that little bell so that you can get notifications when our video drops. And hey, you go be.